Welcome to .edu. I'm joined now by Julian Carter. He is the president and CEO of CCI. Tell us a little bit about CCI and what's going on over there, Julian.
Thanks, Steve. Wanted to come back and give the audience an update on what's going on at CCI. We have 169 students this semester. That's up about 30% over last year. We have our 11 college courses and our 2 high school courses. A lot of people have asked and don't understand the system of CCI. All 5 high schools in Douglas County can send their students to the CCI to take college level courses while they're still in high school. We range from culinary arts, auto tech, CAD, welding, pharmacy tech, dental tech, criminal justice, culinary, early childhood development, computer information systems, gaming, and then we have 2 high school classes, broadcast video and graphic arts. Today, we're going to have 2 of our students from our broadcast video come and talk to you a little later on. But I wanted to let the audience know that the CCI has 2 classes a day. One class starts at 9:05 and is over at 11:35. Those students report to their base high school, then come to the CCI on the campus of West Georgia Tech. Then at 11:35 they go back to their base high school, have lunch, and finish out the day. The second session, students come from 12:45 to 3:15. They eat lunch at their base high school, come to us, and then leave and go home in the afternoon. They can either ride a bus, provided for by the school system, or they can drive. The other thing about the CCI is that the college courses, the students have to pass the compass test. That's the technical college version of the SAT and the ACT. Once they've done that, they can apply for a HOPE grant. The school system picks up the difference in the HOPE grant and the tuition. The college buys the books. There's a $166 to a $220 fee that is raised from donations and from the business public. And as everyone should know by now, CCI is a cooperation between the Douglas County School System, West Georgia Technical College, and the business community through the Chamber of Commerce. And it's been a great 3 years. We started on August the 6th, our 4th year.
Wow.
We've had a lot of successes, and we're just thrilled with the program that we have and the students that are going out and going on to college and going out into the workforce. And that's the big part of what the CCI wanted to do, was to prepare young people to go out into the workforce where they can either get a job or go on and get their certification in these different subjects and then go out and then go into the working public.
Well, I know it's been a great success, and it's like you said, a great combination of the educational part of our county and also the business cooperative of our county working together to bring the CCI. You guys are a charter school, right? Is that correct?
Right. The charter high school the charter gives us the ability to do some things differently. Where a normal high school would have, say, 28 to 35 students, our students are dictated by the college course. Of course, you can't have 30 students in a welding class or in a dental hygienist class or any of the other classes. So the class size is somewhat diminished. The most we could have capacity would be 250 students in the morning, 250 students in the afternoon. We couldn't handle any more than that with just, with those 13 classes that I talked about. So it is a hands-on, it's a more one-on-one teacher-student ratio. It's a great environment. They get hands-on experience with the equipment that they would be using out in the real world. And I'll be really interested to hear our students tell you about what they've seen in your room here doing this, because this is right what they need to do, is see from a practical standpoint what we're teaching.
Any student in our 5 high schools in our county are eligible to go to CCI?
Okay. In the college credit courses, they must be 16, they must be a junior, and they must be on track to graduate.
Okay.
Then they can take the compass and go on, like we said before. But yes, any student can apply. The high school students have to make room in their high school schedules to
Sure.
take the elective course, broadcast video or graphic arts. And then they can come on here. There's no fee for the 2 high school classes, just a college class.
And when they're done, they can take some of this credit on to college with them, or they can actually have a certificate which will allow them to start on entry-level jobs in some
And actually
some places.
both.
Yeah,
That's
both,
right.
okay.
They will get a certificate of completion for the number of courses, like welding. There's TIG, MIG, pipe,
Right.
all different kinds. Well, they'll get a certificate for each one of those. Then they can take those classes on and finish and get their certification from the college in welding.
That's great.
If they're taking nurse's aid, computer aided drafting, some of those other classes, those classes will transfer, our credits will transfer over to Southern Poly, Mercer, Georgia State. We all have reciprocal agreements with those to accept our credits. So it's a great program. It gives them a real jump on what college life is like, and they have college instructors, so they have to do their own thing. Not
Right.
They're not somebody sitting there saying you got to do this, you got to do that. No, this is what you're supposed to do. This is the time frame you do it in, and it really does give them a jump on being a little bit more mature.
That's great. This is our fourth school year for CCI. Tell us where you started and once again where you are now.
Okay, we started out originally with 117 students. At the peak, before the Hope change in the dollar scholarship amount, we had 220 plus. We dropped back down to the 100 and teens again, but we're back up, like I say, to 169.
That's great.
This semester, which is building it back up fairly quickly. But the programs have all been in place now. We have students that have, we had one student in our CAD program that was awarded the Gates Millennium Scholarship. We've had several that have gone on to Southern Poly, West Georgia Nursing School. Several of them are, we've got one at the Riddle Aeronautics down in Florida. So we've got them pretty much all over. Tons of them have gone to Valdosta State, West Georgia, Georgia State, and then several of them have gone out into the workforce and been welders and auto mechanics, already finished our program.
So the school year has started this year. If somebody wants to get in after like the holidays starting in the spring, are there any openings then, or
No,
are you done for the year?
All the programs are year programs.
So
they have to go in September or August the 6th, like we did this year, and they're through in May.
So juniors of next year would be eligible to start at CCI.
Right. We're in the process of starting our recruiting. We have middle school recruiting, we have 9th and 10th grade recruiting, then we have 11th grade recruiting.
Okay.
They will come to us and see our facility. We'll go to them, show them PowerPoints and take them information.
So you're doing a good job of making the students aware of the programs that are there.
We want the public, we want the business, and we want the parents to know what's going on, and we're doing that in terms of some open houses, some parent days, some information going out to all the schools. The counselors have it, and it's a real good program. And that's one of the things I wanted to bring up. This year, we have our first counselor. We have a young lady, her name is Jen Travis, and she's our counselor, and she's being able to give the students one-on-one advisement and counseling at the CCI that we haven't had in the three previous years.
That's
and it
great.
has really been a plus.
If somebody wants more information about CCI, Julian, what do they do?
Okay. We are on the campus of West Georgia Tech, 4600 Timber Ridge Drive, Douglasville, and we're in building D, like dog. And if you want to, our phone number is 770-947-7690, and we're on the Douglas County School website.
Okay, great. We have Robyn and Corey from the broadcast program over there at CCI standing by. We're going to talk to them in just a minute. Great, Julian. Great seeing you.
Thanks, Steve.
We'll be right back with a couple of students from CCI right here on .edu. Welcome back to .edu. I'm joined now by Corey Gilbert and Robyn Jackson. They are students at CCI. And tell me the name of the program you're in.
Broadcast and video production.
Broadcast and video production. That's with Mr. Brian over there. He does a great job.
Yes.
tell us a little bit about what got you interested in video.
I think the video production program interested me because it wasn't something that was offered at my base high school, and it gave me an opportunity to take something that could possibly, that I was interested in as far as a career choice. So being able to take that in high school, you know, and actually get the college experience really helped me out in the long run. I feel it will help me out in the long run.
Mm-hmm. And what do you like to do best? There's a lot of things to do in our industry.
I like editing and especially hosting. I think I don't know, I have a certain affinity towards that field.
You like being on camera?
Yeah, I'm an on-camera type of guy.
Well, great. Maybe I'm being challenged for my job here. Okay, and Robyn, what do you like to do?
Me, I like to be on camera as well as shoot. For me, I don't really like editing too much, but if I can go out and film something, then that's great for me.
You like being behind the camera?
Yes.
Do you ever do any still photography, anything like that?
I've tried it, but not too much. I'm kind of so-so on it.
Still photography helped me a lot when I was younger. I did a lot of still photography, a lot of 35 millimeter back in the day, and that helps with your composition. Composition is composition, whether it's a moving video or it's a still. It's the same basic thing. You're trying to paint a pretty picture for somebody. How long have you guys been in the program?
I was in the program all of last year, all of last school year, so I'm considered a level 3 student.
What about you, Corey?
I actually joined CCI my sophomore year for the second semester and came back my senior year. So technically I'm a level 2 student, but I started back in 2010.
Well, what school do you guys go to?
LITHIA Springs High School.
LITHIA Springs. So shout out to the Lions out there. Cool. Future plans. Do you think you're going to study broadcast in college, or is this it for you, or what do you think? Go ahead.
I think I'm really interested in broadcast journalism because I want to be a sports commentator. That's my goal as a career. And in college, I think I'm going to aim for mass media and broadcast journalism because that fits me pretty well. I didn't know that going into the program, but I like it and it fits me, so that's what I'm going to do.
That's great. What sports do you like?
I like football, basketball, and some baseball.
So you think you could be like the sideline reporter there for ESPN or somebody like that?
Definitely.
Cool. What about you, Corey?
Like what Robyn said, I had an interest in video production, but not as strong as I did once I actually joined the program. So I do think that's something I'll pursue once I get to college, as well as something in psychology, because I definitely am interested in that field as well.
There are a lot of good schools close by that you can go to. There's a lot far away, of course, but you're lucky to be in the Atlanta area. There's a lot of places that have schools that you can go to. Some are relatively expensive, some are very expensive. Georgia, the University of Georgia has a good broadcast journalism program. There's also more focused schools. Have you guys thought about a school choice?
I've been looking at Georgia State and UGA, as you said, but as for out of state, I haven't really looked at it too much because I know the film industry is booming right now in Atlanta, so I'm trying to stay in state as of right now.
How about you, Corey?
Much of the same. I was looking at Georgia State as well, and Florida International in Miami. That interests me. So.
Florida State also has a film school. It's supposed to be actually quite excellent, but very hard to get into. They only take like 8-10 students a year or something like that. It's really tough. There's also Chattahoochee Tech here locally, SCAD, Art Institute, any of those places all offer good programs. So good. I know you guys are going to do great. If you got anything you want to say out to your classmates at Lithia Springs?
I feel that any student in the Douglas County school system should definitely take a look at CCI, any class, not just broadcast video, to further to broaden their horizons. It offers a great opportunity to expand on what you already know and to give you an insight on what to be prepared for college.
Great. How about you, Robyn?
I think that I love CCI, so if you're interested in furthering your endeavors in a particular course that you may want to study in college or whatever, then I think it would definitely be beneficial for students to take this.
So you guys are good ambassadors for CCI. Yeah, if any of your classmates have any questions, they should come up and talk to you guys.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are great. Well, good luck in all that you're going to do. I know you're going to do fine. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us today on .edu.